Exercise 6.3. Find the value of the unknown x in the following diagrams. Three angles of a triangle. Two of them are given. One we have to find. We know that angle sum property of the triangle, that is sum of all interior angles of a triangle, is equal to 180 degree. Sum of all three angles is equal to 180 degree always. In the first figure, 50 degree, 60 degree and x. That means sum of all three. X plus that 50 plus 60 is equal to 180 degree. Sum of all three angles is equal to 180 degree. That we can write as x plus 50 plus 60, that is 110, that is equal to 180. From that, x is equal to 180 minus 110, which is equal to 70. So here in the first figure, x is equal to 70 degree. Second figure, this is 90 degree right angle. It's given the symbol. So that is 90 degree. The other one, it is given 30 degree. So we can write that as x plus 90 plus this 30 is equal to 180. Sum of all three angles is equal to 180. That means x plus 90 plus 30, 120 is equal to 180. From that, x is equal to 180 minus 120. We will get that as 60 degree. Here it's 110, 30. So we can write 30 plus 110 plus x is equal to 180 degree. Sum as 180. That means 140 plus x is equal to 180. From that, x is equal to 180 minus 140. So that will come as 40 degree. Next here, both two angles with x. That means both angles are same. So we can write that as x plus x and the other one 50 degree. Sum of all three angles is equal to 180. That means 2x plus 50 is equal to 180. From that, 2x is equal to 180 minus 50 is equal to 130. From that, x is equal to 130 divided by 2, which means 65 degree. Each angle, that is 65 degree. Here all three angles, that means x plus x plus x, which is equal to 3x, that is equal to 180 degree. From that, x is equal to 180 divided by 3. That means 60 degree. So each angle with 60 degree. Here this angle is 90 degree and the other one is 2x and x. So we can write 2x plus x plus 90 is equal to 180. From that, 3x, you can write 3x plus 90 is equal to 180. And 3x is equal to 180 minus 90, that is 3x is equal to 90. From that, x is equal to 90 divided by 3 is equal to 30 degree. So each angle, that is 30 degree. Here one of the angle, that is x, that means this angle is equal to 30 degree. And the other angle is 2x. 2x means 2 into 30, 60 degree. So this angle, it will come, that is 50 degree. This one 90 degree. Sum of all three is equal to 180. Second question, find the values of the unknowns x and y in the following diagrams. Here the first one, first figure, y, we can write y is equal to 180 minus 120. 180 minus 120, linear pair. So that is equal to 60 degree. So we are getting y is equal to 60 degree. Then we can apply angle sum property, or sum of the opposite interior angles is equal to 120. Using that also we can do it. By angle sum property, x is equal to 180 minus 60 plus 50. That will come as 110. So 180 minus 110 is equal to 70. So x is equal to 70 degree. Here y is equal to 80 degree. Vertically opposite angles. Vertically opposite angles. Now again x is equal to 180 minus 80 plus 50. This is equal to 180 minus 130 degree. That is equal to 50 degree. So x is equal to 50 degree. Here 50 plus 60, 110. So x is equal to 110. Using the property exterior angle is equal to sum of the opposite interior angles. Sum of the opposite interior angles. Using that we can find x as 110. Then we can apply the linear pair. Y is equal to 180 minus 110, which is equal to 70. So y is equal to 70 degree. Here x is equal to 60 degree, vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle. Angles are equal. Then we can apply angle sum property. Y is equal to 60 plus 30, that is 90. So 180 minus 60 plus 30. That means 90. So which is equal to 90 degree. So y is equal to 90 degree. Here these two are x. Y is equal to 90 degree. Again vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles are equal. Then angle sum property we can apply. X plus x, 2x plus y is equal to 180 by angle sum property. Angle sum property. And from that y already it's given. 2x is equal to 90, 180 minus 90. Move y, the value of y to the other side. 180 minus 90 is equal to 90. So 2x is equal to 90, then x is equal to 90 by 2, which is equal to 45 degree. So each angle, x is a base angle is 45 degree, y is equal to 90 degree. Here in the figure, x is equal vertically opposite angles where x is equal to y. We can write x is equal to y vertically opposite angle. So we can write this also x. And here this vertically opposite angles are equal. So x. This also vertically opposite angles are equal. So x and x both. Here x, y is equal to x. So all three angles in that triangle, interior angles, we are getting as x, which means 3x is equal to 180, angle sum property, and x is equal to 180 by 3 is equal to 60 degree. So each angle that is 60 degree. And here we can write x equal to y is equal to 60 degree. Exercise 6.4, first question. Is it possible to have a triangle with the following sides? First one, 2 cm, 3 cm, 5 cm. When we are adding the first two sides, 2 plus 3, That means 5. So 5 is equal to 5 here we are getting. That means sum of two sides is equal to the third side. So in such cases we cannot draw the triangle. Always sum of two sides will be greater than the third side. Then only we can construct or we can draw the triangle. So we can write that is sum of any two of these sides is not greater than the third side. Became equal. Sum of two sides is same as the third side. Therefore, it is not possible to draw a triangle with the given measurements. The second one. Here first two sides when we are taking 3 plus 6 that is 9 which is greater than the third side 7. If we are taking last two 6 and 7. 6 plus 7, 13 which is greater than the first side. First and third. 7 plus 3 which is equal to 10 that is greater than the second side. So everywhere we can see sum of two sides is greater than the third side. So we can write that is the sum of any two of these sides is greater than the third side. Therefore it is possible to draw a triangle with the given measurements. Third measurement 6 cm, 3 cm, 2 cm. If we are taking these two, 3 plus 2 we are getting 5 that is less than the first side. So we know that from their first step itself it is not possible. We can write sum of these two sides is less than the third side. Therefore it is not possible to draw a triangle with the given measurements. Second question, take any point O in the interior of a triangle PQR and is OP plus OQ. That means OP plus OQ is greater than PQ or not? Yes, that is greater. Why? What is the reason? Here we are getting a triangle with OP, OQ and PQ are the sides. To form a triangle, if sum of two sides is greater than the third side, then only we can draw the triangle. This is the form of a triangle. So we can write here OP plus OQ greater than PQ. Reason is triangle OPQ is a triangle. OPQ is a triangle. Here also OQOR, this one. That is greater than QR. There also yes. OQ plus OR greater than QR. We can write here OQR. OQR is a triangle with sides OQ, OR and QR. Then here that OR plus OP, OR plus OP that is greater than RP. That also is. OR plus OP greater than RP. That also reason we can write ROP or POR is a triangle. POR is a triangle with these three sides. Third question, AM is a median of the triangle, which means M is the midpoint of BC. BM is equal to CM. And is AB plus BC plus CA is greater than 2AM. So first we are considering this triangle. Triangle ABM. Here we can write AB plus BM is greater than AM. AB plus BM greater than AM. In the second triangle here, triangle ACM. Here we can write AC plus CM is greater than AM. According to the rule, in a triangle, sum of the length of any two sides is always greater than the third side. So sum of these two is always greater than the third side. Here sum of these two is greater than the third side. So we are getting two equations. if we are adding 1 and 2, we will get here left side AB plus BM plus AC plus CM, which is greater than 2 times AM. Here that is AB plus BM and CM. Together we can write as BC. And AC is same as CA. So plus CA is greater than 2 times AM. The other question is AB plus BC plus CA is greater than 2 AM. So we can write conclusion, yes, it is true. Question number 4. ABCD is a quadrilateral. Is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA, all four sides sum, that is greater than AC plus BD, diagonals, sum of the diagonals. That means here we have to prove sum of all the four sides is greater than sum of the diagonals. For that we can take triangles one by one. First we have to take triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. Here we can write as AB plus BC. AB plus BC, sum of two sides. That is greater than the third side AC. Greater than AC. Then in triangle that we can mark as equation number 1. Then in triangle, next just opposite, ADC. Triangle ADC, we can write AD plus CD. AD plus CD. Sum of these two sides is greater than AC. Greater than AC, that is equation number 2. Same way, now we are going to consider this diagonal BD. So in triangle DAB, we can write AD plus AB. AD plus AB is greater than BD. Sum of two sides is greater than the third side. That is equation number 3. Just opposite. Now we have taken DAB, so DCB. In triangle DCB, here CD plus CB. CD plus CB is greater than BD. That is equation number 4. When we are adding all these four, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 gives, left side we are getting AB plus BC plus here AD plus CD, here AD plus AB plus CD plus CB, which is greater than right side. AC, here AC. AC plus AC plus BD plus BD. So we can see here 2 times each side is coming. AB is 2 times. So 2 times AB plus BC is 2 times plus CD is 2 times plus AD is 2 times, which is greater than, here also 2 times AC plus BD. So we can divide by 2. Here we are getting AB plus, same as per the question, AB plus BC plus CD plus DA or AD. DA, that is greater than AC plus BD. So we can write that is the given expression is true. Question number 5. ABCD is a quadrilateral. is AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. That means all four sides, sum of all four sides is less than 2 times of the diagonal AC and BD. For that, we can take this as for each triangle. This is the first triangle. In this triangle, if we are considering triangle PAB, in triangle PAB, we can write according to the rule, sum of two sides is always greater than the third side. So PA plus PB, PA plus PB, that is greater than the third side AB. That is equation number 1. Now consider this triangle CPB. In triangle CPB, here we can see PC plus PB greater than BC. PC plus PB greater than BC. That is equation number 2. Then in triangle, here this one, PCD. PCD. There PC plus PD, PC plus PD greater than the third side CD. Question number 3. Then this triangle PAD. In triangle PAD, here PA plus PD. PA plus PD is greater than AD. That is equation number 4. So here we have to write the rule for what we applied here. Sum of the length of any two sides is always greater than the third side. Using that rule, here all four equations or inequalities what we have written here. Then when we are adding all these four, here we can see 2 times each term is repeated. PA is 2 times, PC is 2 times, PB, PD. So we can write that as 2 times of PA, PB, PC, PD, which is greater than all four sides AB, BC, CD and DA or AD. From here, this we can rewrite as 2 times of, we need the diagonal AC. So take according to that PA and PC together. This PA and PC together. So 2 times of PA plus PC, that plus again the other remaining sides PB and PD, PB and PD, PB plus PD, which is greater than same AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. But here we can see that PA plus PC is equal to PA plus PC. We can replace that as AC. Same way, PB plus PD is equal to BD, diagonal BD. Using that, we can write here, that is 2 times of PA plus PC as AC. 2 times AC plus 2 times BD, which is greater than AB plus all the four sides, BC plus CD plus DA. Here according to the question, sum of all the four sides is less than 2 times of that. That we can write as, that is, if we are taking this side first, AB plus BC plus CD plus DA, that is less than, this terms or sum of the sides that is less than, the other side is coming 2 times of AC plus BD. That's the question to prove. We prove that. So we can write the conclusion, the given expression is true. Here the question is or not. So we can write that is the given expression is correct or that is true. We prove that. Question number 6. The length of two sides of a triangle are 12 cm and 15 cm. Between what two measures should be the length of the third side fall? So two sides are given here, 12 centimeter and 15 centimeter. We know that 12 plus, when we are adding, we are getting 12 centimeter plus 15 centimeter is equal to 27 centimeter. And we know that the sum of two sides of the triangle, that will be always greater than the third side. At the same time, the third side cannot be not less than the difference of two sides. So now here we got the sum of two sides as 27 centimeter, and the difference of these two sides, 15 centimeter minus 12 centimeter, that is equal to 3 centimeter. Here we know that the third side, sum of two sides always be greater than the third side. That means third side should be less than the sum of the other two sides. Here sum we got as 27. So third side should be less than 27 centimeter. Here difference of the given two sides, that is 3 centimeter. We know that third side cannot be less than the difference of these two sides, which means third side should be greater than the difference of the given two sides. So third side should be less than the sum of the given two sides and greater than the difference of the given two sides. Therefore, we can write the length of the third side falls between 3 centimeter and 27 centimeter. Exercise 6.5. First question. PQR is a triangle, right angled at P. Right angle at P. PQ is 10 centimeter. PR is 24 centimeter. Find QR. So by Pythagoras theorem, we know that base square plus altitude square is equal to hypotenuse square. So here we have to find QR. That means hypotenuse. Hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. So we can put the values here. PQ is 10. So 10 square plus PR, that is 24. Which is equal to 10 square is 100 and 24 square it will come 576. Which is equal to 676. 676. Then that is QR square. Then QR is equal to root of 676, which is equal to 26 centimeter. Here the question, find QR. So we can write that is length of the hypotenuse. Length of the hypotenuse, that is QR, which is equal to 26 centimeter. Second question, in triangle ABC, right angled at C. If AB is, that means hypotenuse, AB is 25 centimeter, AC is 7 centimeter, find BC. So we can write AC square plus BC square is equal to AB square, Pythagoras theorem. And AC is here 7. So 7 square plus BC square is equal to AB, that is 25 square, which implies 7 square means 49 plus BC square is equal to 25 square, that means 625. From here, BC square is equal to 625 minus 49, which is equal to 576. That is BC is equal to root of 576, which is equal to 24 centimeter. So we can write length of that side BC, that is BC is equal to 24 centimeter. Third question, a 15-meter long ladder reached the window 12-meter height from the ground on placing it against a wall at a distance A. Find the distance of the foot of the ladder from the wall. So we have to find A, and hypotenuse, this is a right, we can consider as a right angle triangle. This 90 degree. And altitude, that is 12 meter, hypotenuse is given as 15 meter. So by Pythagoras theorem, a square plus 12 square is equal to 15 square. That means a square plus 12 square is 144 is equal to 15 square, that is 225. A square is equal to 225 minus 144, which is equal to 81. So here that is A is equal to root of 81, which is equal to 9 meter. So we can write the length of A. The length, the distance of the foot of the ladder from the wall. So we have to write that way. The distance, according to the question, we can write the sentence: the distance of the foot of the ladder from the wall is equal to 9 meter. Question number 4. Which of the following can be the sides of a right triangle? First one 2.5 centimeter, 6.5 centimeter, 6 centimeter. We know that hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. That is Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse is the longest side, the biggest side. So here we can take that as 6.5 centimeter, that square is equal to 2.5, other two sides, 2.5 square plus 6 square. Hypotenuse is the biggest, longest side. So the biggest number we have to take as hypotenuse. So by using Pythagoras theorem, 6.5 square is equal to 2.5 square plus 6 square. So this we can write as 6.5 square, 42.25 is equal to 6.25 plus 36, which is equal to 42.25. That means we got 6.25, the whole square is equal to squares, sum of the squares of the other two sides. So we can write the given measurements represent a right angle triangle. So we can write sum of the squares of two sides is equal to square of the third side, which means the given triangle is a right angle triangle. And identify the right angle. That means the right angle lies on the opposite side of the greater side, opposite side of the hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is the greater side, here 6.5 centimeter, and right angle will be the opposite of this side, hypotenuse. Second one, 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So by Pythagoras theorem, we know that hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Here we are getting 2 square, that is 4, again 2 square 4. That means 5 square is 25. The other side we are getting 4 plus 4, 8. These two are not equal, which means the given measurements not representing a right angle triangle. So here we can write as therefore sum of the squares of two sides is not equal to the square of the third side. Therefore the given triangle is not a right angle triangle. Third part, 1.5 centimeter, 2 centimeter and 2.5 centimeter. We know that by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square is equal to base square plus altitude square. Here the biggest side, that means 2.5. So 2.5 square is equal to 1.5 square plus 2 square. 2.5 square is 6.25, 1.5 square 2.25, 2 square is 4. When we are adding, this will come 6.25, which means sum of squares of two sides is equal to square of the third side. So we can write the given triangle is a right angle triangle, and right angle lies on the opposite side of the greater side, 2.5 centimeter. Question number 5. A tree is broken at a height of 5 meter. So 5 meters here, and that tree was just, we can take like this way. It was like that way originally, and it's broken from here, the point B. And its top touches the ground at a distance of 12 meter from the foot of the tree. So we can consider that as a perpendicular. That means tree is straight and this angle is 90 degree, and this is the form of a right angle triangle. And find the original height of the tree. To find the original height, we need already AB is here, half part is there. Half part means the remaining part is there, and BC is the part it's broken. So we have to find BC first, and then AB plus BC. It was like that way, straight. That is the original height. To find BC, it's a right angle triangle, so we can apply Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem, BC square, hypotenuse square, is equal to AB square plus AC square. That means BC square is equal to, here AB is 12, sorry, AB is 5, 5 square plus AC is 12. So which is equal to 25 plus 12 square, 144, which is equal to 169. That is BC is equal to root of 169, which is equal to 13 meter. Now we got BC. Here the question is to find the original height of the tree. So we have to write, therefore the original height of the tree is equal to AB plus BC. It is equal to AB is 5 plus BC now got, that is 30. That much meter. So which is equal to 18 meter. So height of the tree is equal to 18 meter. Now question number 6. Figure is here given. Angle Q and R of triangle PQR are 25 degree and 65 degree. Write which of the following is true. If two angles are given, then we can find the third angle by using angle sum property. So here angle P plus Q plus R is equal to 180 degree, angle sum property. That means angle P plus Q is here given 25 plus 65 is equal to 180 degree, which implies angle P is equal to 180 minus sum of these two, 90, which is equal to 90 degree. That means angle P is equal to 90 degree. Now in that figure, which of these is correct, true? So PQ square plus QR square. PQ QR is equal to RP square. That is not correct. Then second one, PQ square plus PR square. RP square is equal to QR square. This angle is 90 degree now. So its opposite side, 90 degree angle, its opposite side, that will be the hypotenuse. That means QR. So second option, that is correct. So we can write 2, second one. That means PQ square plus RP square is equal to QR square is true. hypotenuse square is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides. Question number 7. Find the perimeter of a rectangle whose length is 40 cm and diagonal is 41 cm. Diagonal is here given. Length is 40 cm. We have to find the breadth. So by Pythagoras theorem, AD square, this we can consider as a 90 degree, that means a 90 degree, so it's a triangle, right angle triangle. In right angle triangle, DAB, we can write BD square is equal to AB square plus AD square. So here BD, that is 41 square. 41 square is equal to AD is not given, that we have to find, plus AB is 40 square, which implies AD square is equal to, move this 40 square to the other side. So 41 square minus 40 square. We know that 41 square is equal to 1681. That minus 40 square is 1600, which is equal to 81. Now we got AD square, which means AD is equal to root 81, that is equal to 9 centimeter. Now we got breadth is equal to 9 centimeter. Here we know that what we have to find perimeter. So we know that perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 into L plus B. Here length L is equal to 40 centimeter and breadth B is equal to 9 centimeter. So we can write, therefore perimeter is equal to 2 into L plus B, that means 40 plus L plus B, that is equal to 2 into 40 plus 9, which is equal to 2 into 49, which is equal to 98. So perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 98 centimeter. Question number 8. The diagonals of a rhombus measures 16 centimeter and 30 centimeter. Find its perimeter. So we can take the diagonals. AC as 16 centimeter, which means OA is 8 centimeter, OC is 8 centimeter. And BD 30 centimeter. That also bisecting. So 15 and 15 centimeters OB and OD. Now first we have to consider this triangle. In triangle OCD, triangle OCD, we can write, this is the 90 degree, right, diagonals bisect and perpendicular to each other. So 90 degree. When we are considering this triangle, we can see the opposite side of the 90 degree, that is a hypotenuse. So CD square is equal to OD square plus OC square, which is equal to OD as 15 plus OC, that is 8, which is equal to 15 square, that is 225, plus 8 square, 64, which is equal to 289. That means CD is equal to root of 289, which is equal to 17 centimeter. Now we got the side of the rhombus. Now also we know that length of all sides are equal, same. Here we have to find perimeter of the rhombus. So we can write perimeter, therefore perimeter of the rhombus equal to 4 into side, which is equal to 4 into 17 centimeter, and that is equal to 68. So perimeter of the rhombus is equal to 68 centimeter.